Division. It's kind of like Red Storm's relationship with Division also. Reflections is another Red Storm. Do items need to be in your backpack to utilize them in loadouts? Can they be in your stash? Yes, I believe they have to be in your backpack. We're going to check on that right now, actually. How's it going, Dead? All right, yeah, let's get out of here. Let me stop messing with my build. That's a silly idea. You guys want to see loadouts and stuff. So, this is my current kit, right? It's my striker that I always run. So, I made it a loadout, and I just named it DPS. It's just my loadout, right? So, here, let's go to this free slot. Oh, right. Okay. Hang on. You have to be able to equip it in order to put it into the loadout. So that's where I'm messing this up. So if I change my gear around in here, which now I can't because I sold everything because I'm smart like that. If I change my gear in here, let's just change the gun, right? Then you go in here, you get your gear set in there in your overview section. And then you go into your loadouts and you can go to your free slot and save the loadout. Now it saves that one, right? But now let's go back to this and equip it. And now you can, this is where you can equip them as well. You know, I can equip them on the fly here, but it's, you know, there you go. So now let's go back to my stash. We're going to drop that AUG into the stash and see how that acts. It should break the loadout because I think it has to be on you. This item is part of a loadout. If you stash this item, your loadout will be incomplete until you return it to your inventory. See? So you send it to the stash. Now, here's the part that I think is kind of cool. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to show you guys something neat here. If I'm not mistaken, my Bravo loadout now, you notice it's missing the enhanced AUG, right? I can go back. Yes, and this is, okay, good. See, sometimes I'm not 100% sure. I want to make sure I'm right before I tell you guys something. Now, look, I can pull this. You see the link here? That means it's in a loadout. So I can pull this out of the inventory now because I can identify what pieces I don't have on me anymore, right? Now, when I go back here, it's ready to get equipped again. So basically what you do is you got to have the gear on you, create the loadout. You can stick it all into the stash then if you want. But then when you go to pull one of these up, you'll see, oh, okay, this AUG, this, that. And you pull that stuff back out of the stash, and then you're good to go. So I hope that all made sense. What's Matt's Uplay username? It's Matt Shotcha, just like everywhere else. That's slick, right? I thought so. Can use a med kit while on fire, but you can't pop a heal. Oh, right, but that's the med kit wipes the status effect. I don't believe the heal does anymore. Oh, I gotta look through, make sure I don't have any better magazines and stuff. I have a notification for the pouches? How did that happen? That might be a bug I gotta report. I'll bet you it's the appearance items duplicating to the pouches tab. And PTS, guys, right? So an attached gear mod stays with the item. No using a really good extended mag in 2 separate loadouts, for example. That is a good question. Let me see. Let me see what happens if I do that. I don't think the mods actually correspond with the loadout. Yeah, that's a duplicated tab. All right. I will make a note. Let me get rid of these numbers because they annoy me. Some scarves. Loadouts look to be working as intended. Good stuff. Yeah, they're pretty slick. Again, the mods I got to check on. I'm going to show you guys in a bit. We'll test it real quick with the same 2 guns and the same 2 loadouts and see what happens. But I don't think that works that way. That's a weapon mod. Well, same thing. Yeah, all right. Getting on Xbox tonight. Maybe after work. How's it going, Grand Royal? You're 100% right about med cleansing and first aid doesn't now. Right. Right. It's still saying I got 1. Oh, from here. All right, so this AUG, right? Let's go like this. Let's just take the sight off of the AUG. We'll take the sight from the MP7 and see what happens to my MP7 loadout. That's the one. Now, my MP7 is missing it. Oh, look at that. My MP7 is missing the Unsaved changes. You haven't saved your current loadout. Do you want to proceed? So basically, if I equip it, this is pretty neat. This I didn't have the clarity on that I should have had. If I equip this right now, it's going to switch those. It should switch those two attachments back. So now let's go back to the overview, right? Let's go here. And where's that MP7? Oh no, it's still missing it. So then what's in... Did it just go into my inventory? Yeah, it went into my inventory, I guess, right? So that's a little... That's interesting. If I equip this now, will it put it back? Overview. It did! Wow, okay, so it does work with mods, Screamer. If you have mods on a weapon and put it in the stash, you can't change it. Gotcha. Do you think the incentive structure in LS is in a good place? 500 points for a win seems a little low. Yeah, we added the proficiency marks, so I gotta go check those out. That should be interesting. What's up, Matt? How's it going, Darren Stromberg? And why was Ninja Backpack never buffed? It's not like we didn't buff it for this and we said, well, it's just gonna stay that way now. But yeah, I think we need to make a commitment there. It's good, that loadout, but we need more PvE. Yeah, I hear you. I don't have any reason to play. I'm not happy. Well, that's definitely a drag. I hear where you're coming from, but we have more news for year 2 also. So, you know, as much as it's not the answer you're looking for, hang in there, though. Do you think it would be possible to have DZ funds drop in Last Stand? Huh. I don't think that would be the best for the economy in-game. You know, we want to keep the economy in-game tied to the areas that you're playing in, but... yeah. You know, if the idea behind the DZ currency is that it's balanced out to be something that you earn in the Dark Zone, and then the items in there are available for the prices they are because they're earned by Dark Zone play, so it would definitely tilt some things.
Right here.
Hey Matt, happy Friday, bud. Heckin' PD, happy Friday to you too, man. It's good, that loadout. Oh, I read that already there, huh? Nice. Trying to remember exactly which mods added up to that perfect build was getting to be a pain. Anywho, out for real now. Later, folks. See you in the DZ. Take it easy, Screamer. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, I agree. I'm a little surprised by that. The last I had heard, I didn't have a definite answer, actually. Really, last I had heard about loadouts as far as the topic of mods. So that's good to see. I think that's a nice little functionality there. If I can't have them, no one deserves them. I hear where you're coming from, Sargless. How you doing, man? Let's do a quick Last Stand, see how things go. Technically, we play Last Stand in the DZ, so we could get DZ funds from Last Stand, just saying. Yes, you do, but the DZ funds are for a different activity altogether. You know, the threat of Rogue and all that. And is there a new patch coming? Yes, there is. 1.6.1 is the PTS to test the changes. We need more teasers for upcoming content. I totally agree, Racer. It's going to come in due time. There's a lot of coordination there. A lot of teams that got to get involved. Last Stand matchmaking doesn't seem to be working, launching with very few players.
Get out there. Son of a bitch. Hostiles have taken the lead.
That's exceptionally loud, huh? If that's too loud, gang, let me know. It feels pretty loud in my headset, so... grab that shade. And yeah, the low player counts. We saw some reports of that. Not a ton, but a few. And so we sent those straight up to the team to try to get in front of it as quickly as possible. I haven't heard back, and then I went live. So as soon as I have more news, guys, I'll get it to you.
All objectives are held by the enemy.
How did this happen? Just played a game of Last Stand that was 4 versus none because it was 4 versus 1 and the one person left. Yeah. Alright. That's pretty loud. Yeah, I can barely hear you. Alright. We gotta fix that. I want to see something, though. Oh, wrong one. I let that dude die because I was over here trying to find that scoreboard key again.
Turn this around, I know it.
There it is, finally.